Well, my name is Melvin Hubbard Eel, and I am the Senior Community Advisor for Mayor Ed Gainey. And it is such a pleasure to be here today to honor Sister Angela Williams. But before I go into my opening remarks, before our comm team come up and then come back and bring the mayor before you, I definitely want to take this time before I get started to also recognize our good friend, President Daniel Lavelle from City Council with us. And even a better friend, no, Brother Arion, Representative Arion from North Side. This mayor, oh, excuse me, my brother, District 8, Dwayne Barker. How can I forget? I got to get used to that, Dwayne. Me too. This is the Mayor's Distinguished Neighbor Award that we've been doing lately here. This is the 6th go-round. And the idea behind this is to go to the district council persons, we did to President Lavelle and his staff, and ask them if there was somebody in their community, in their district, who's doing the work, always doing the work, and doing it effectively, but doesn't get recognition for it. We want that individual to recognize. And he picked Sister Angela Williams. Forgive me, Mr. Mayor, for being a little long-winded. This one's very special to me in a lot of ways. So folks talk about they need a tissue box. I need that tissue box. Who's that? And that's for real. Thank you. Oh, take one for yourself, Dr. Great video. I met Sister Angela. I was a day camp counselor for the Kennedy Association and met her as a camper. And her and Sister Allison, they were like two peas in a pod, and even today, they're still two peas in the pod. But what I really love about it is that through those years and time that I spent with her, you could see at that time there was something special about her, just at that age. And so I'm just so thrilled, President Lavelle, that you chose her for this. Yeah. It's doing a brother good, so thank you very much. Just want to describe a few words. I usually do. I did it when we did the proclamation downstairs about Angela that I would like to say, and then I'm going to be out y'all's face.
Thank you, Ted.
First, she is an extraordinary leader. Would you agree?
Yes. Yes.
How about a remarkable mother?
Yes.
How about an amazing friend?
Yes. Yes.
How about a fierce leader? You know, one of the pleasures now is being able to be on Pittsburgh Community Services board with her. And I'll never recall the first time she came to a board meeting when she first got on the board. And I was sitting across from her and just watching her and observing her, and just seeing the tenacity that was coming out of her, and how she was conducting herself. I was saying, that's little Angie over there, little Angie over there. You know, I couldn't believe the type of woman that she turned into, and I'm so glad to be there. And before I finish, she is awesome, and she is unique, and she is one of the most phenomenal people that I know. That's right. That's Sister Angela Williams. Yeah. So at this time, I'm going to ask Audrey Wells from our communication department is going to come up and tell you how you can see this when this is done. Sister Audrey.
Thank you, Brother Mel, and congratulations.
Thank you.
So this is being streamed live now, so if there's any of your friends and family that wanted to be here and couldn't, they can go online right now to our City of Pittsburgh Facebook page, the mayor's Facebook page, or his Twitter pages, both the city and the mayor. So the handles for those are @Mayor Ed Gainey, or on Twitter for the City of Pittsburgh, it's @Pittsburgh. And on Facebook, it is, you can just search the City of Pittsburgh and that'll come up. And also, not that I'm biased at all, but the North Side is in fact the best side. Thank you so much.
Well, normally I'd have something to say about that, but today I don't. Today I don't. But it is my pleasure and honor again to bring someone up to get this started down a little further down the road. Someone who I've known since the late 90s. We were friends before we got into work together in this political field. I'll never forget, it was December of 2012. My brother was unemployed at the time. And so being in that state, I went to community empowerment for a meeting. And I saw then elect State Representative Ed Gainey. He comes over to me and says, Mel, I got something for you. He says, not much, but I got something for you if you want it. So I wanted it. So I went down and checked it out, and I tell you, he wasn't telling no falsehood. From a financial standpoint, it wasn't much. But it was something that I appreciate him coming and giving me, and now have opportunity to serve with him down in the city of Pittsburgh. Here's our Honorable Mayor, Edward C. Gainey.
I want to thank everybody for being here, particularly the North Side, right? You know what I mean? But it's an honor. The reason why I do this, because even as a state representative, what I used to do is we used to always have neighborhood and community leaders that I didn't feel got enough recognition for the work that they put in, to be quite frank. And a lot of times we overlook them, and I don't think they should be overlooked, because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for them, the community couldn't grow. And this is a little bit different and a little bit special because I actually knew her father. And her father was one that I call tell it like it is. Booker had no problem telling you exactly how he seen it and what was going to happen. And neither does his daughter. You know what I mean? She's definitely young Booker. And there's no question about that. And I know if he was here today, wow, he would be extremely proud because he can see himself in you. And before I go, I always tell people this. We're going to do the elected officials first, but don't have me call names because I'll call names. But I think that we should give people their flyers while they walk and not while we go visit them. And a lot of times we wait until it's too late to tell them how much their work has contributed to the lives that we live. And love is different because love impacts everybody differently. So we like, after the elected officials go, to bring a couple up to just say why the love of Ms. Williams impacts you. And the first one I'm gonna call up is gonna be Daniel Lavelle, because we've done this in every council district. And when we've done this, we said, Daniel, brings us somebody that you feel puts in a lot of work. I mean, work. You know what I mean? But doesn't get the recognition they rightfully deserve. And Angela, he chose you. You know, and I thought.
Practical joke.
Here we go already, huh? Here we go.
It's called the truth.
It's called the truth, that's right. And I thought he made a great selection. You know, because I know how hard you work. Believe me, when I was a state rep, you blew up my line. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Call Jake Wheatley. What you calling me for? You know what I mean? Huh? I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, he gonna get me in trouble, you know what I'm saying? But you always put in that work. And not only that, you just love your neighborhood. You love your community, you love your people. Now, you have a right, you know, joke today, you have a right to feel honored. You know what I mean? You have a right. Look at this room. Look at it. Take it around. Yeah, look again. Look again. Look again. Yeah. So I think. Oh, okay. So Daniel, come on and talk about why you chose it.
So when the mayor reached out and said, you know, he wanted to honor one person from the district, I'm like, just one. that's going to be real complicated. And the way I tried to think about it originally was to find a person that really no one sort of knew, but the community knew intimately, right? Like growing up, there was a woman named Osi, we called her Miss Osi, and she had the home in the Upper Hill where anyone could go to at any time. After school, you could stop in. If you were hungry, you could pop in. If it was a Saturday, you could pop in. Every kid in that neighborhood was welcome there. And she was a steward of that community. And so I tried to think of someone like that. And then I got a phone call. I said, hello. And literally, first thing out of her mouth was, are you just gonna keep ignoring all my calls? And I was like, what calls? And then we went back and forth. And yes, I had missed a call, but I had also returned her call, and she missed mine. So we went back and forth. But the point is, why I chose Angie was the fact that over the years, she has had no problem taking us all to task and ensuring that we're all doing our job. And it's not for her benefit, it's for your benefit. And she has no problem at any point calling me, calling the mayor, calling whoever she feels, calling the media, the news, calling me, letting me know she's calling the news about me. And it's all for the benefit of those she cares about on the North Side, in California, Kirkbride, on the ground, the seniors, the elderly. And she does it every day, and she's never asked for recognition for it. And she's just been well, she's not quiet, so I ain't gonna say that. But she's just been a persistent advocate for the people she cares about. And having seen her be honored, I thought it was now appropriate for her to be honored. So, thank you.
What's going on, everybody? I'll be really brief. State Representative Ariane Abney. I want to congratulate Angela on this deserving award. She is an exemplar of what it is to be a distinguished neighbor and a really great leader, similar to Daniel and the mayor. We didn't always see eye to eye on everything. I remember when I first got elected, and we had some grants that we had given out at the state level, and Angela had applied, but she didn't get selected. And I remember she reached out to me, and she was a little disappointed, let's just put it that way, that she didn't get selected. But I told her, let's sit down, let's have a conversation, let's meet, let me better understand what your project is. And she actually took me up on that. And she reached out to me, and we sat down, and I saw all the amazing things that she was trying to do on the North Side. And I'm proud to say that now this round that just came out, she did get awarded, right? And so I appreciate her tenacity. I appreciate her holding me to task. I appreciate her because even before that, she always told me, even when we disagreed, that she always respected me because I reminded her of her son, right? I reminded her of her son, which I know is someone that makes her proud. And I hope that as her elected official, her state representative, I can do the same for her as well. And so I congratulate you. You are very deserving. This is just the beginning of a lot for you. This is just the beginning of the party and the celebration. We got all weekend to party. So I'm looking forward to wherever the after party is, and I'll be there with you. So congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dwayne Barker. I am the newly elected District 8 Board Director for Pittsburgh Public Schools. So I'm going to tell a story really quick about Miss Angela. The very first encounter I had with her, I was doing some work with One North Side, and I remember, you know, you just go for what you know, right? So I'm like, yeah, man, 18 neighborhoods. And the very first conversation I had with her, she stopped me. It was like, nah. We got 19 neighborhoods, not 18. And I remember her just being extremely dedicated to make sure people knew the truth. And I remember I was doing some work down at NYDC, and I wanted to know a little bit more about Charles Street Valley. So Miss Angela was one of the very first people that I contacted, and the pure excitement that I got from her whenever it came to her neighborhood, just getting a little bit of conversation out to the community about how it came to fruition and how many amazing people came through Charles Street Valley. I knew that this woman wasn't acting. I knew that everything that she was doing was a passion that I haven't seen matched by so many people that I've encountered. So I just like to just thank you and let you know that today you're recognized, but every day you are going to continue to get your flowers. And, we just continue to love and support you based on what you do and what you represent for the community that is called Charles Street Valley. So thank you for being such an amazing, determined, fierce woman that stands on her word, but more importantly, has her community on her back. So thank you for that.
Thank you, sir.
we're gonna ask some people to come up and say some words. And we're gonna do this in a nice order. So Reverend Doc, I had it right the first time. Come on.
Wow, this is wonderful. I feel like I'm at the pulpit. And certainly giving honor to our mayor and to all of the dignitaries here. It's just an honor, first of all, to be here. And just thinking about you and what you do. And I know there's a lot of people around here about Charles Street, but I saw you handle all of the communities on the North Side. And as you know, that she was president of the North Side Leadership Conference, and I am proud to say a Black woman who stood, okay? And just listening to you, it was always just, you know what I'm talking about. She would take any of us on, but it was always for the best of the community. And it's just so wonderful to see you next to your son, because I can remember you coming into the church when he was just very small. And what did you ask for? Pray for my baby. Pray for my son, that he would be the man that God has called him to be. And so as we sit here on today, seeing him at your side, I say congratulations, not only for this honor, but as a woman, as a leader, as a mother, as a child of God. We love you. Continue to do what you do. We're proud of you.
Who's next? Who's next? Come on, come on.
I'm running up here to say something. You know, often a woman with an opinion is seen as disruptive. But what she is a woman with high standards. And Angela, you've got high standards. And she doesn't play with none of us up in here. We better look like doing what we said we were gonna do and doing it well. My name is Rebecca Guillory Gilmer, and it's been my honor and pleasure to walk alongside you, Angela, as coach and consultant for Charles Street Area Corporation. You're amazing. I have seen in you humility and love and sacrifice and willingness. I've seen wisdom in you. I've seen people assume that because you will not tolerate half-stepping, that somehow you're out of step. And all those people have been proven wrong this day, if not before. This day. So when the meta-narrative is written about this city I now call my own, I'm from New Orleans, baby, that's where I'm hail from. But this city feels like my own. This city of rivers, like I sat along the Mississippi and didn't even know that the water you were looking at was flowing to the water I was looking at. All those years, when the story is written, if you're not in it, the story is incomplete. I didn't meet Mrs. Richardson, but I feel like I know her because you talk about her. I feel like I know her because I feel like I see her spirit in you. And I'm grateful for Booker. That's the daddy. Yes. All right, Booker. No joke. I'm grateful for Booker. I'm grateful when our mayor walked up to you when we were saving Sue Murray. He said, why you didn't call me? You got my cell phone number. I'm grateful to know that this mayor recognizes you and all the people here and the work that you all do, that you would stand beside this woman. And I'm just thankful to be here. And today she let me hug her. You know, Angela's not into hugging, but she walked in and she let me hug her. And last thing I want to say, this man sitting by your left side has already been mentioned. And I want you to know of his fierce love. You already know that. But that banner we held, he designed. Wow. That banner we stood with, he rode the bus to bring to me yesterday. So you would be surprised. And he was trying to stay out your way so he wouldn't reveal anything. And that abiding love speaks everything about you. I'm just grateful to know you. And I'm so proud of you.
Good afternoon. I'm just so thankful for Miss Angela. I call her my angel because she is just so graceful, humble, as everybody said. You know, I watched her for years, even when we were doing, our kids were out there killing each other and fighting and gangs going on, and we started a group called Parents Against Violence, and she was right there in the background, only to come forth with the truth and things to say that's the truth. And people would think, oh, she's just talking, she's never been out of order. You can speak up and say what you say and be out of order, but she's never been out of order, and that's what I like about her. She does things decently and in order and tells the truth. And that's what we lack in a lot of our things that we do today, is the truth. And as long as we stick by the truth, we can make all kind of things happen. So I thank God for you, because she calls me and asks me, are you okay? What are y'all doing up there at North Side Partnership Project? Is there anybody you want me to call to help you? Is somebody, you know, did you talk to this person? Did you call this person? And she goes on a battlefield for not just me, for everybody. And I just thank God for you. I am so happy. When I got the email to say they were honoring you, I was like, I'm there. I'm right there. And I was just so excited. And so I'm just thankful for you. I really am. And I hope you just carry on, keep going. I'm praying your strength in the Lord. And I'm praying for you and your son that things just keep moving in your life. Oh my God, God has a lot of things in store for you. And I just thank God for you today. I'm Eleanor Williams, Reverend Eleanor Williams, Executive Director of North Side Partnership Project. The beacon, a light on the hill at the top of Perry Hilltop. So y'all come on by and be blessed.
So we got one more, because one I'm saving for last. So who's the next one? Come on, come on. Son.
I just want to say thank you and congratulations of what you have done. And this is what I was waiting for, to my side, that I kept to my heart. But eventually today has happened. And from there, a little bit about who you are. A mother of everybody. Because when we are at the garden, Angela, she sees people who don't speak English. But it's still, she can communicate and leave message that I can reach her again. Not only that, on top of that, like a lot of people in our community don't know her, but they heard her name. Where they see her all the time, sometimes in North Side area. And I will be like, Abdul, Angela was there. Then I know she was there. And all of that, through that, is like the hard work she has done by communicating with me and the elders, and also realizing who live in North Side. And her voice is for everybody, and that's the other thing. Never been for one choice of one side. And whether if you're in a social service need, if you're in housing need, if you need to talk to representative, if you need to see someone else, anybody, if you ask, she will have an answer and direct you what to do. And I will say thank you, keep work, keep doing with the good work.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Erica Wingfield. I'm the Vice President of CSAC. So on behalf of Charles Street Area Council Corporations Board, Angela, you have a thankless job, and we thank you. We know the hard work. We may not tell you enough, but we love you. We're proud of you, and we thank you for all that you do for Charles Street Valley, but for the North Side in general. So congratulations, so deserving. We love you.
Here we go now. Here we go. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
God bless you all, and Mama, God bless you. I thank God every day for you. I am thankful that everyone gets to share in this moment that I have to be proud of my mama. Every day, I am woken up and determined to make you proud, determined to live by the example that you set. Ever since I was little, I have watched you, I have learned from you, I have been inspired by you to be my best self. You have kept me involved in so many positive things. You have kept me motivated through so many negative things, and you are determined to make a difference. You have done your best every day. It is something that I do not take for granted, that nobody in this room takes for granted, and no one talks about enough. So today is your day to know that all that you do is being recognized starting today. And as our representatives said, you're making our ancestors proud every day. I'm sure that they would be here hugging you, embracing you, and I know that you can feel them because I feel them too. So just thank you for who you are as a mom, who you are as a community leader, who you are as a person, who you are as a Williams. Thank you.
Thank you.
Honoring excellence and brilliance. Whereas it is with great pleasure and pride that we recognize Angela Williams for her exceptional contributions to the north side of the city of Pittsburgh, Allegheny County. She's relentlessly committed and dedicated to the mission and values of improving the lives of people on Charles Street Area Council, Corporation, the entire north side, as well as the entire city. And as president and executive director of the Charles Street Area Council Corporation, Ms. Williams has exhibited remarkable leadership qualities by developing and managing multiple partnerships that positively impact residents, provide them with much needed resources that they need and services, and is always willing to have an ear to hear somebody and guide them in the right direction. In addition, her exceptional service, Angela Williams committed to community betterment by participating on the various boards, presently serving on the Pittsburgh Community Service and Northside Leadership Conference, and is a former member of the Youth Opportunity Development. The mayor extends with deep gratitude to Angela Williams for her enduring contributions and inspiring achievements. She's selfless in what she does. She empowers others, directs them for change and growth, and continues to want to be a remarkable person. And in honor of our father, Booker T. Williams, for pouring the love, passion, integrity, perseverance, and tenacity, serving spirit into her son, Israel Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, today is your day, Angela, as we recognize this day as Angela Williams Day of our most lovable city, the city of Pittsburgh.
Oh, this is really, really, really nice. Thank you all. First off, I have to say thank God, and I'm gonna be brief. Because when things are going good, I usually don't have anything to say. When things are going wrong, I usually can't stop talking. So that's literally why I didn't prepare a speech today. I'm just grateful to God that He finally put me in my purpose. I know this is my purpose because, as Erica knows, I'll tell you in a minute, this is not fun. Too many phone calls, too many cries, too many begs, too many applications. But when I'm able to help just one person, it's so worth it. Today is overwhelming. It almost doesn't seem real. But when I'm able to help just one person, I have to say it again, it's worth it. And as I look around this room, I can honestly say I may have helped 98% of the people in here in some way. And for that, I am grateful. I'm grateful that you took the time out your day to come out here. I'm grateful that you were willing to recognize me. And I'm just grateful to be grateful and to be alive and to get these flowers. Thank you. Thank you, Councilman Lavelle. Maybe you thought I would stop calling you, but I'm not. In fact,
I'm gonna go down there and get some for my room.
Would you come here? Would you step up, please? I have something to give to you. It's a list of requirements for the Charles Street. We have everything on here that are projects that our community is currently working on and what we need to make it happen. It's all bullet pointed here for you. I have one for the state representative because there's some state needs as well. We need some state funding as well to revitalize Charles Street Valley. And then for the mayor.
Come on now. You see, I came back here.
For you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Even this, you know, just shows my dedication, I think, and I'm all right with that if it's going to end up in some positive results for the community that I love.
Yes. No, hold on. We're going to get pictures. We're going to get pictures. When we conclude, we're going to get pictures.
What's on your list? What's on your list?
My list?
Yeah, what's on your list?
I'm scared to read it. See, I know her. Daniel?
You want to read this?
I'll read the list. So beginning, we have the completion of the Cross Street Parklet renovation. Now, wait a minute. So DPW support, surface padding, lighting installed, pavilion with seating.
And the grill.
And the grill.
The grill. The grill's on there too, but I done left it off. It's okay. It's in the budget.
Okay, all right. Just as an example, Angela would call or text or email about this parklet frequently. And one of the last conversations we had was she reached out. She said, now look, the budget's upcoming. Do I need to come down there? I said, no, don't come.
No, what you said is you can come if you want to. It's open to the public.
But I told her we would put the money in the budget. And we did indeed put the money in the budget, and they'll be able to ensure the completion of parklet.
For the lighting.
For the lighting. So then we move on to the affordable home ownership program. She needs URA city financing and the support of real estate. She needs pre-development and site acquisition.
That's already done. There should be a check next to that.
All right.
But we need it to happen.
Right. And then they're looking to develop 21 units in 3 phases. They need $3 million from the URA, $30 million from the affordable housing bond. Then moving on to the Perry South Greenway restoration and Strauss Street. This is up to City Council and Office of Management and Budget. She also wants to know hunting ordinance passed. We are working on that.
Thank you.
$300K from DCNR. That's a state grant to complete for construction. And then there are infrastructure and improvements that are being requested regarding the support of DPW and PWSA. Main water pipes need replaced at Strauss and Cross, and the speed bumps, which we've been having conversations about at North Charles and Bright Ridge and Irwin. And then lastly, she has safety, police patrol throughout Charles Street Valley on side streets. So, go ahead.
Just to be clear, these aren't things that Angela wants. Angela wants a big check to move to Jamaica. But since I don't have that, I am honored to be the representative of the community, and so people who've poured into us and funded us, this is a result of our community engagement process. And this is what the residents in Charles Street Valley want. And Perry South in general, actually, because we have been working with them as we know. So this isn't my request, this is the community's request. Because I stand here being honored, but I couldn't do it without the community, you know, and without every single person in here. So I want to say thank you one more time just for allowing me to be the big, fierce, loudmouth advocate. At the end of the day, I would never do anything to harm anyone, and I love you all.
And I will simply end by saying, got the list, understand it. Angela knows this because we have this conversation all the time. I will never make a promise, but I will promise to do my best on behalf of City Council, deliver as much of this as we possibly can.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's good. That's good. Thank you so much, Councilman. President. Now your name is President.
President.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say. We're getting ready to conclude, but when we conclude, we're going to ask people to stick around because we want to be able to take pictures. I just want to say thank you. You know what I mean? I want to say thank you. I got to honor your father, and now I get to honor you. And that means a lot because you know how I seen your father. So, you know what I mean? And if there's something that we can get done, you know we'll work to get it done. You already know that. You know that. All right, so listen, we're going to take some pictures. We're going to move this out the way. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
I just want to remind Angela something that she said in the conversation we had talking about this day, when she was informed that Council President Daniel Vell chose you. Remember telling me, I said, you know, you can invite people to come to this thing, Angela. Who's going to come? Now look at this room. Just wanted to say, remind you that they all came, Angela. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.